I haven't had cow's milk in so long, so I can't even give you like a comparison. Whoa. Okay, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hopefully we are not crooked. It kind of looks crooked with this little stand thing. Like, I feel like that's straight, but we're just gonna rock with it. Okay, so I have been getting some questions about how to transition from being a meat eater to either vegetarian, pescatarian, or being completely vegan, and I think I figured it out in like 5 easy steps for you guys. So I'm going to go through these 5 steps first, and then I'm going to take you to the kitchen and show you guys some of my favorite brands so that you guys don't have to trial and error everything in the store, because I can get a bit expensive. So if you want to see, or if you want to hear my 5 tips, then keep watching. Alright guys, so before I start with the 5 tips, I just want to say, sorry, I've written it down here so that I don't forget. Take it slow. Transitioning is, we should put up the definition of a transition: slowly moving into a completely different lifestyle. So take it easy on yourself. Take it slow. I went overnight and did raw vegan and then had to backtrack. I went back to eating cheese and stuff and then finally made it back to being vegan. So take it slow. If you want to go overnight, then like, all for it. I'm here for you. I support you on that. But 99% of people just take it slow. Figure out what you like. This might take some time. Hopefully when I show you guys my favorite stuff in the kitchen later in the video, that will help you guys when you're out grocery shopping. So let's get into it. Alright, so tip number 1. The first thing I would say, which I say to everybody, my friend just texted me the other day and said she was transitioning to pescatarian, and like, what did I suggest for her? So I say get stuff that like you use all the time. So like milk, eggs, creamer, and butter. And don't throw away the stuff that you have. Just when you go to the store next time, try almond milk. There are so many different types of milk. There's almond milk, hemp milk, cashew milk, what else? Soy milk, like every single nut, cashew milk. There's a mixture between cashew and almond milk. Like, there's so many different milks at the store. So when you go to the store next time, grab one of those milks and try it out. And then when you're done with your 2% milk, your cow's milk, or whatever the case may be, then substitute that in. My favorite is oat milk. I have been drinking almond milk now because it's like the unsweetened. It's like 30 calories for a whole cup of it. It doesn't taste like much. I haven't had cow's milk in so long, so I can't even give you like a comparison. But from my non-vegan parents, they love oat milk, and I can put a picture. It's like the Oatly brand. I can put a picture of their favorite brand of oat milk. So go to the store, grab that. Now they do have a vegan egg substitute. I'll show you guys that later in the video. Grab that if you see it. I can't vouch for all the brands of the like egg substitutes, but the one that I do get is amazing. So if you can find that, get that. Butter, I believe it tastes exactly the same. When I cook for my family, or even when I was cooking for my boyfriend and I was like making meat and stuff and everything, I was using, or even like pancakes, I was using the vegan butter. Nobody can tell the difference. My nieces love butter noodles, and sometimes we only have the vegan butter. It tastes the same. So I'll show you guys that as well later in the video. And creamer. Coffee creamer tastes amazing. They have the Silk brand is the one that I have. Also, I'll show you that later. But they have so many different brands, especially if you go to like a Sprouts or Trader Joe's or Whole Foods. They'll have tons of brands of creamers. So tip number 1, do not throw anything away yet. Just buy, as you go to the store, incorporate those things that you use every day into your refrigerator and into your life. Alright, tip number 2 is eat more fruits and vegetables and incorporate vegan snacks or vegetarian snacks into your diet. So what do I mean by why did I say eat more fruits and vegetables? Like, duh, Sarah. But a lot of the times when you're going from like a all-American like standard diet, you're not really eating that much fruits and vegetables. Now, if I'm wrong and you're the outlier in that group, then just ignore me. But a lot of the times you'll notice that like when you're reaching for stuff, it's like, oh, a bag of chips or a bag of cookies as a snack. And I encourage you to substitute that for cut up some cucumbers with hummus, or have some if you need some like salt. There's Skinny Pop that's vegan, and I have like a whole snack video where I lay out like all of my favorite snacks. So if I remember, which hopefully I do remember, I'll put it in the description box below, and it's like kind of a vlog, so if you skip ahead you'll see my whole layout of snacks. So tip number 2, incorporate more fruits and vegetables into your diet and lots of vegan snacks or vegetarian snacks. What's the difference? For those that don't know, if you're having a vegetarian snack, you can have like cheese and crackers, like cow cheese and crackers. If you're having a vegan snack, you'd have to have vegan cheese and crackers. If you guys want to know more about the difference between vegetarian and vegan, I can make a video or post some content somewhere. Just let me know. Okay, tip number 3. This is going to be very obvious for those that are transitioning, but it has to be said. It's important. So get rid of meat slowly though. So I always say get rid of red meat first, and then get rid of things like bacon. I know that's like everybody's favorite, bacon, and then get rid of all your lunch meats, your ham, your turkey, salami, all that stuff. And then get rid of chicken, which is like your kind of like last thing that you would get rid of. And then fish, unless you're pescatarian. So in that order, one more time: red meat, then bacon, then all your lunch meats, your chicken, and then fish if you're going vegan. If you're pescatarian, then no. And then while you're doing this, you can substitute in vegan meat. So we don't have actually we do, a red meat. So if you guys want a like a hamburger, I believe that's red meat, considered red meat, yeah. There is Impossible Burger, there's Beyond Burgers, Light Life has burgers. Like there's so many different hamburgers now, and it comes in the patty, so you don't have to do a lot, just throw them on the grill, or it comes in like the ground beef, like the crumbles, so you can really do anything with that. As far as chicken is concerned, we have chicken tenders now. There's like grilled chicken strips, like grilled chicken, like little patties, not patties, like I guess like the equivalent to like a grilled piece of grilled chicken. Fried like chicken tenders. There's like a whole bunch of chicken substitutes. Now, lunch meat, I eat, what's the brand? I'll have to find the brand, but I have some in there. They have ham slices and turkey slices, so you can substitute that in. There's even a vegan bacon. If you have the Light Life, the tempeh bacon, that one is amazing. I don't have that in here, but I can put a picture on the screen of that. That is amazing. And then even fish. There's the brand that I brag about all the time and I go on and on about is called Gardein. Gardein has a like fried fish. It's like my dad says that it tastes like a piece of cod fish. So even that is really good. So as you're getting rid of these like red meat and bacon and ham and all this stuff, try to incorporate these other meats in there. So once you get rid of one, then bring in some vegan hamburgers quickly, you know, and then once you get rid of like the lunch meat, then bring in some vegan lunch meat, so on and so forth. All right, tip number 4 is gonna be cook more. This has helped me so much with regards to my weight loss and when I was transitioning, because a lot of the times, and people have like the greatest hearts, especially, it's not so much bad, it's not so bad anymore, but like I'd say 5 years ago when I was transitioning and people weren't really sure, like they were like, vegan, what? And like maybe they put some stuff in there, a dash of this, a dash of that, and I didn't know. Nowadays, not so much. People are aware and know what that means. But if you cook, you know what's in your food. It's as simple as that. Also, if you're trying to lose weight and you're tracking calories at this point, you can easily do that if you're cooking. Like if you're making a big meal of this, I put a cup of this, a cup of that, I split it into 8. I know exactly how many calories are in each portion. So if you cook your own food, it's better. It's always better. Okay. And my last tip for you guys is to be patient, have grace like with yourself, and just because like maybe you slip up and you don't look at the ingredients on the back and get something and you're all the way home, you're like, oh God, I can't believe I did that. be kind with yourself. Like, I still make those mistakes. I just bought something the other day that I figured was vegan and it wasn't. It had milk in it and it messed up my stomach. So I'm always learning and growing, and like there's always things like popping out that like might not necessarily say vegan on the back, but if you look through the ingredients, they're vegan. Like Oreos is like one of those things it's not labeled as vegan, but there's no animal products in it, which is kind of scary because you don't know what it's made out of really, but stuff like that. So my final tip for you guys is just be patient, have grace, and yeah, be kind to yourself throughout your transition. I hope this helped you guys. So now we're gonna go into the kitchen and I'm gonna show you guys some of my favorite brands. All right guys, I'm back. I'm not in the kitchen because it was kind of messy, but all right, so this is what I was talking about with the milk. So they've got almond milk, cashew milk, tons of milk. Just go in the grocery store, go back to the milk section and give it a look. No, check it out. So this is good. It doesn't really have a super sweet taste or anything, so you're good with any type of cereal. What else do I put milk in? I guess whatever recipe that you want to make and you want to put milk in it, make sure it's unsweetened, because any other milks like that are plant-based milks usually have a little bit of sweetness to it. So if you're making like mac and cheese and you want to add milk, make sure you get the unsweetened one. I've made that mistake before and had some sweet mac and cheese. Over here we've got our creamer. This stuff is so good. Like, it tastes like the other, I don't even know what the regular brand is. I know we have some in the fridge over there, but this stuff is amazing. This is my favorite butter. I get the soy-free one. Sometimes they have like 4 different kinds of this type of butter, or this brand of butter. I think I've had all of them. They're all really good. Tastes like butter. So just grab one of these. They do have, I think it's like Can't Believe It's Not Butter, or some other like country butter, I believe. They have a vegan one now. Just look for it says plant-based on the back. And then this is my favorite egg substitute. It's amazing. I don't know how else to describe it. It cooks up similar to eggs, and the flavor is amazing. So if you can find this in your local grocery store, get it. If not, they do have it at Whole Foods, and I don't know about Trader Joe's, I'm not sure, but for sure Whole Foods. And if you guys have a Kroger around you or Publix, it's in both of those stores. Next I wanted to show you guys some of my favorite like meat substitute brands. This by far, which if you guys have watched any of my videos before, this is my favorite brand. Gardein is A1. This right here is one of my favorites that I make. This mandarin orange, can this like not, there we go. Mandarin orange crispy chicken. I love having these for breakfast. These breakfast sausages are so good and only 70 calories each. So that means guess who can have 2. And then I just tried this for the first time today. It was pretty good. Morningstar was not vegan. Morningstar was vegetarian. Now some of their stuff is vegan, and it'll say it on there like this right there, or it will say vegan on there, or sorry, I only have one hand. It says vegan on the back there. And if you want to make sure, just go down and check out the ingredients. Okay. This is the vegan lunch meat that I have. So if you guys want to make like, I made a vegan Lunchable, you can use this. And then I didn't even talk about cheese, but I just got this at Trader Joe's, and I'm very weird about cheeses. Vegan cheese, it's important. And they're not all good, and they should not all get the same respect. This one is really good. So if you go to Trader Joe's, grab this one. I would say, hold on, let me turn you around. I would say that Daiya cheese has gotten way better. When I first became vegan, I went and tried it and was almost like threw up. I'm not even gonna lie. It was not good to me. It's way better now. I use it if I'm making like a pizza, or if I'm putting it in tacos and like melting it. I wouldn't just eat that by itself. I will say, if you want to just eat cheese by itself, which I used to do all the time, I would eat Chow cheese, or Follow Your Heart is my absolute favorite brand. I can put pictures of those on the screen. I rant and rave about them in all of my videos. So if you've been following me for a while, I'm sure you know about them. So yeah, I forgot to mention that cheese is usually the last thing that people get rid of, but if you can incorporate some vegan cheeses into your diet, like kind of in the middle there, it'll probably be easier to get rid of them. So yeah, make sure you check out those. Follow Your Heart and Chow are my favorite. If you're at Trader Joe's, go ahead and grab that one over there. It's really good. So I think that's about it. I think there's one more thing that I want to tell you guys with regards to labels and things to look out for when you're shopping for things that are vegan. So if you're just looking at the ingredients on the back, usually at the very bottom in bold it'll tell you contains soy, milk, and wheat, and so you can immediately scrap it. If it's not there at the bottom, I would just give it a quick read through, and you're just looking for any animal products. Some things that aren't obvious to people would be like whey, like any kind of whey protein, whey isolate, which sometimes shows up. That's not vegan, so put that back. Anything with gelatin in it, put that back. That's usually like gummy candies. Anything like with that, like Jello, stuff like that, or pudding. Those are the big things I would say to look out for on the back. Yeah, just read your ingredients well, and it'll become second nature to you guys. So I hope this helps anybody transitioning, and thank you for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Always, if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm happy to help.